once was a farmer who had 3 sons. He was badly off and old and feeble, and his sons wouldn't turn their hands to a thing. To the farm belonged a large, good forest, and there the father wanted the boys to chop wood and see about paying off some debt. At last he got them around to his way of thinking, and the eldest was to go out chopping first.
Please chop some wood.
When he had made his way into the forest and had started chopping a shaggy big tree, a big burly troll came up to him.
If you're chopping in my forest, I'm going to kill you.
What? When the boy heard that, he flung aside the axe and headed for home again as fast as he could. He got home clean out of breath and told them what had happened to him. But his father said,
Oh, when I was as young as you, I wasn't scared of those trolls.
On the next day, the second son was to set out, and he fared just like the first.
Please chop some wood.
Okay, father.
When he had struck the third tree a few blows with his axe, the troll came up to him, and he said,
If you're chopping in my forest, I'm going to kill you.
The boy hardly dared to look at him. He flung aside the axe and took to his heels just like his brother and just as fast. When he came home again, his father became angry and he said,
Oh, when I was as young as you, I was not scared of those trolls.
On the third day, the ash lad wanted to set out. You, said the oldest two, you certainly managed it. You've never been beyond the front door. He didn't say much to that. The ash lad didn't, but just asked for as big a lunch as possible to take with him. His mother had no curds, so she hung a cauldron over the fire to curdle a little cheese for him.
Here's some cheese.
This he put in his knapsack and set out on his way. When he had been chopping for a while, the troll came to him and he said,
If you're chopping in my forest, I'm going to kill you.
But the boy wasn't slow. He ran over to the knapsack to get the cheese and he squeezed it till they were spurted.
If you don't hold your tongue, I'll squeeze you the way I'm squeezing the water out of the white stone. Nay, dear fellow, spare me, I'll help you to chop.
Well, on that condition, the boy would spare him. And the troll was clever at chopping, so they managed to fell and cut up many cords of wood during the day. As evening was drawing night, the troll said,
Now you can come home with me. My house is closer than yours.
well, the boy went along. And when they came to the troll's home, he was to make up the fire in the hearth, while the boy was to fetch water from the porridge pot. But 2 iron buckets were so big and heavy that he couldn't much as budge them. So the boy said,
I'm not worth taking along these thimbles. I'm going to after the whole well. I am. Nay, my dear fellow, I can't lose my well. You make the fire and I'll go after the water.
When he came back with the water, They cooked up a huge pot of porridge.
It's all the same to you. Let's have an eating match.
Oh, yes.
Replied the troll, for at that he felt he could always hold his own. Well, they sat down at the table, but the boy stole over and took the knapsack and tied it in front of him, and he scooped more into the knapsack than he ate himself. When the knapsack was full, he took up his knife and ripped a gash in it. The troll looked at him, but didn't say anything. When they had eaten a good while longer, the troll put down his spoon.
No, I can't manage anymore. You must eat. I'm barely half full yet. Do as I did and cut a hole in your stomach, and then you can eat as much as you wish. But doesn't that hurt dreadfully? Oh, nothing to speak of.
So the troll did as the boy said. And then,
Oh.
you might know, that was the end of him. But the boy took all the silver and the gold to be found in the mountain, and then went home with it. For with that, he could at least pay off some of his debt.
The end.
Bravo!